Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another review, and this time I am taking a look at a little movie called Free Fire. Bam! You're dead. This is a new movie directed by Ben Wheatley, who directed a few movies, but one of my favorite movies he's directed, and one of my favorite horror movies of the past few years at least, is a movie called Kill List, which I did a review for a little while ago, and I love that movie, still love it to death. And when I heard he was going to make a movie that is just straight up a 80-minute action scene inside a warehouse where people are trying to kill each other with guns, I was in. I mean, this guy has directed some great movies, but this sounds like it would be his masterpiece because it just sounds so simple but still so beautifully brilliant. Like like, how come no one ever made a movie where it's just 80 minutes of guys trying to kill each other in a warehouse and they can't do it at all? It's brilliant. It's genius, okay? So I was very much looking forward to this, especially since the trailer was great and the cast is really good. You have Armie Hammer, you got Brie Larson, who just won an Oscar last year. You have Cillian Murphy, I forgot how you pronounce his name. Jack Reynor, Charlton Copley. I love me some Charlton. So I was excited. So was Free Fire as good as I was hoping? Let's find out. The story for Free Fire is so simple, it's insane. It follows Brie Larson's character, Justine, who sets up this gun trade deal between an Irishman, played by Cillian Murphy, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his name, who's actually part of the Irish Army, and Charlton Copley's character, who's a very eccentric gun trader, I guess, who comes in with these like kind of flamboyant suits on, and he has his South African accent. They don't even try to give him an American accent, which I know he can do. I've seen movies where he has that American accent, but this movie is just like, ah, screw it, just let him have his regular accent. And they have this trade going on, and at first it seems like everything's fine. Something happens, and then everybody from both sides, the Irish Army side and Charlton Copley side, starts shooting one another, and just it's all pandemonium for the next like about an hour of the film, where they're just trying to kill each other. They keep shooting each other. They're not dying. No one dies for a long time in this movie, and it is insane just how much gunfire is in this. I mean, the title is perfect. It is Free Fire. 20 minutes into the movie, that title makes complete sense because it's just nothing but pandemonium. Everybody trying to shoot each other. Hell, when even they don't have guns, they try to pick up little things in this factory and they try to murder each other. It's insane. It's kind of like Battle Royale if they didn't have an entire, what was it, an island in Battle Royale. Here it's just a factory. It's an old factory. This whole movie is set in this factory pretty much, and it is so well done. It really is. The setup for the action for the last hour is actually very well done as well. I didn't mention that, but in the beginning of the movie they actually set it up, because you're watching this movie and you're going, okay, why are we following these characters? Then you realize 20 minutes later, oh, that's why. Okay, I get it. And it actually makes sense. It's not just some random like, hey, I don't trust you either, and then they start shooting at each other. It actually makes sense, and it actually really builds up very, very nicely. It's not like, oh, we found this out, and then they start shooting at each other. It's like, really, we found this out, okay, hey, calm down, we'll settle it and stuff. It's really well done. If you see the movie, you definitely know what I'm talking about. I thought it was very, very well done. I really enjoyed the cast. The cast here is excellent. Armie Hammer is great. He's very funny, very charismatic. Charlton Copley is great, as usual. He has some of the best lines in the movie, and if you've seen the trailer, you know what lines I'm talking about, because I think most of the great lines that he has are in the trailer. Brie Larson's really good as well. Jack Reynor is a big surprise, because I really liked him in Sing Street, but for the most part, every other movie I saw him in, I thought he was like, eh, or really bad. Like Transformers 4, he's awful in, but I really can't blame him too much for that. But even like what's that Vince Vaughn movie, Delivery Man? Like he was even weak in that. But hey, I liked him in Sing Street, and I liked him in this, so there you go. I guess I like Jack Reynor. I'm sorry. And Cillian Murphy I really like. I always like Cillian Murphy, or Cillian Murphy, however you pronounce his name. Every time he's in a movie, I'm like, yeah, it's that guy. I hope he gets more roles, because that guy's great, and he never does get too many roles, you know. So yeah, the cast here is excellent. Even the supporting cast is really excellent. Like Sam Riley is in the movie, who usually I'm okay with. I'm like, yeah, he's all right. Here he's great. Michael Smiley, who is a big Ben Wheatley guy. Like, you know how Frank Darabont has his crew of people that always shows up in his stuff. Michael Smiley is pretty much that for Ben Wheatley, and he's been in everything. He was in Kill List. I'm pretty sure he was in High Rise. I'm pretty sure he was in pretty much everything he's done. But it was cool to see him in this. Everybody's great, and they all have really good chemistry when they're talking to one another. They're actually like mid-gun battle, they're talking shit to one another. It's really great. Like they're threatening each other, like, I'm gonna kill you, as some guy's just like has a giant wound in his stomach, like, I'm gonna come over there and murder you. Like, it's really good when it's just non-stop gunfire and just people yelling obscenities to each other. And I know that sounds like it might get boring, but it never really did. It went by really quickly. It was very well filmed considering it was all in this factory, this abandoned factory. It was very well done. It was very funny. I thought it was very well written, very well acted. The sound design is excellent in this movie. Whenever a gun fires, you're like, ah, oh. And there's a lot of gunfire in this movie. It's really, really good, and I recommend it. Is it going to be for everybody? Maybe not. Maybe some people get a little bit bored by them just like trying to kill each other and no one's really dying. But I really enjoyed it. I thought that was a really good premise where they're just really trying to kill each other. And for a good hour, almost nobody dies. Hell, someone gets shot in the head in the beginning, and I mean, this is in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler, but that guy ain't dead, at least not yet. So there's great stuff in this movie, so I highly recommend it. Definitely go check out Free Fire. It's a lot of fun. I have to give it a 33 out of 40. I recommend you go check this out in theaters because the sound design itself is definitely made for either a theater experience or a surround sound at home experience. So maybe wait until it's on Blu-ray, but it's leaving theaters pretty quickly, and I think you should support it. It's a really, really fun movie. So there you go. That's my review for Free Fire. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, and until next time, goodbye.